YouTube channel of ANALYST IAS. Our today's topic for focus of the day's discussion is the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. We will see why in news, what is the NCST, then what are the functions of this NCST, what is the composition of it, then we will see some provisions in our constitution regarding the safeguard of the scheduled tribes. Then today we will discuss prelims practice questions. Actually we will discuss PYQs which came on SCSTs or the tribals of India. We have 4 to 5 questions, so stay tuned to the end of the video. So we will see why in news. The recent data presented by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs revealed that the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes is currently functioning with less than 50% of the sanctioned strength. Now, what is NCST? So the NCST was set up in 2004 by amending Article 338 and by inserting a new Article 338A in the Constitution through the 89th Constitution Amendment Act of 2003. Hence, it is a constitutional body. So NCST is a constitutional body. By this amendment, the erstwhile National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes was basically replaced and split into two. The one was National Commission for Scheduled Caste and the other became National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. Now what are the functions of NCST? First of all, according to Article 338A, it gives powers to the NCST to oversee the implementation of various safeguards which are provided to the scheduled tribes under the Constitution or under any other law for time being in force or under any other order of the government, and to evaluate the working of such safeguards. So this is the function, major function. Now to inquire into specific complaints with respect to deprivation of rights and safeguards of the STs, to participate and advise in the planning process of the socio-economic development of the STs and to evaluate the progress of their development. The Commission shall provide reports on the operation of those safeguards to the President annually and as necessary, and to make such reports recommendations as to measures that should be taken by the union or state for effective implementation of the safeguards. What is the composition of this NCST? So it consists of a chairman, a vice chairperson and 3 other members. So total there are 5 members who are appointed by the President by warrant under his hand and seal. At least 1 member should be a woman. This is the condition. The chairperson, vice chairperson and the other members hold office for 3 terms of years. The chairperson has been given the rank of Union Cabinet Minister and the vice chairperson has the rank of Minister of the State, and other members have the rank of Secretary to the Government of India. The members are not eligible for appointments for more than 2 terms. So this is the condition. Now what are the other provisions for scheduled tribes in our Constitution? The Constitution of India does not define the criteria of recognition of the STs. As per census 1931, STs are termed as backward tribes living in excluded and partially excluded areas. This is the definition given by the Britishers. The Government of India Act of 1935 called for the first time of representatives of backward tribes in provincial assemblies. Article 366 clause 25, it only provides a process to define STs. So what is the process? STs means such tribes or tribal communities or parts or groups within such tribes or tribal communities as are deemed under 342 to be scheduled tribes for the purpose of Constitution. Now what is Article 342? The President, with respect to any state and union territory, after the consultation with the governor in case of the state, may specify the tribal communities, part of or groups within tribal communities as scheduled tribe in that state UT. So basically President can assign a ST or name a ST under the Article 342. Then there is 5th schedule. It lays out provision for administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes in states other than 6th scheduled states. Now 6th schedule deals with the administration of tribal areas in Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. About the 6th schedule, I will be uploading a video on Ladakh, so you can go through it as well, because I have discussed in detail. Now, what are the acts and empowerment for the STs? First of all, there is Protection of Civil Rights Act of 1955 against untouchability. Moreover, Article 17 of the Indian Constitution also says about the abolition of the untouchability. Then Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Act of 1989. Then Provision of Panchayats Act of 1996. Then Scheduled Tribes and Other Traditional Forest Dwellers Act of 2006. So they are some of the acts to protect the STs. Now we will come to our today's prelims practice series. We will be discussing previous year questions. Try to answer it. Every year a month-long ecologically important campaign or festival is held during which certain communities or tribes plant saplings of fruit-bearing trees. Which of the following are such communities or tribes? Try to answer it. Try to pause the video and try to answer it. The answer to this question is B, which is the Gond and Korku. Now we'll come to our second question. The provisions in the 5th schedule and 6th schedule in the Constitution of India are made in order to, this question came in the year 2015, protect the interest of scheduled tribes, determine the boundaries between states, determine the powers, authority and responsibilities of the panchayat, D, protect the interest of all border states. So the answer to this question is, obviously you must all know, with this is also A. This is basically A. Now we'll move on to a third question. Under which schedule of the Constitution of India can the transfer of tribal land to private parties for mining be declared null or void? You have 4 options. Try to answer it. Pause the video and try to answer. So basically the answer to this question is the 5th schedule. It is the 5th schedule basically. Now we will come to our 4th question. You can see every year or every other year basically one questions come from this part, so try to prepare it well. If a particular area is brought under 5th schedule of the Constitution of India, which one of the following statements best reflects the consequence of it? This question came in the year 2022. This would prevent the transfer of land of tribal people to non-tribal people. B, this would create a local self-governing body in that area. C, this would convert that area into a union territory. D, the state having such areas would be declared a special category state. So basically the answer to this question is A, that this would prevent the transfer of land of tribal people to non-tribal people. Some of you might have thought of B as well. So it was a little bit confusing, but if you know in detail or in deep, then the answer would be A. So this was all about today's topic and series. You can type any suggestion in the comment section as well. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay tuned for the next topic.